teaching begins from the home, from the breast, while the child starts sucking to the point the person had left the home to mingle with others. What parenting styles do we have at home? Yes, basically we have 4 types of parenting. Because of time, I cannot go into one after the other. The permissive parenting, which is very common in our client. Anything goes. The child can do anything the child likes. The child goes out and comes back anytime. Nobody's talking to that child. The child is in charge. Because like it says, permissive, anything goes. Or you call it laissez-faire, anything happens. That kind of parenting is many among us. As I'm talking, look at your neighborhood, you see such families. Then we also have the one that is uninvolved. The uninvolved is the one that the parent is either sick, or the person is disabled, living with disability rather, or that the person is giving into alcohol. So the person is neither near, the person is not there. That's why they say it's uninvolved. That parent at some point in time is not involved in the upbringing of their children because they are helpless in the situation they find themselves. We have the authoritarian parenting. They are very disciplined. So the child does what the parent wants. Then of course we have the authoritative parent who gives the child room to at least express yourself. Why you are done what you did. They are actually disciplined, but they also give opportunity to the child to also speak up, to say, oh, daddy, I did this because of this. Then you correct the child, and the child goes on like that. So we have this kind of parenting styles. But now when we come to attitude, as in the personality traits of these parents, we have different types, like 5 types of personality traits, which can go with the acronym of KNU or OCEAN. You understand? Now, somebody, when we go by O is openness. These are people who are given to learning new things and all and on and all. You know, so they are not just traditionally stuck with the knowledge they've had, but they are open to learning more and more. So a child might be growing up with a parent who have this openness, high personality trait. Then there are some parents who have it low. Those people, they want this thing to be the way it is, so there is no innovation in that family. No new thing comes into that family. It must be as it had been traditionally and going forward same. Then you now come to C, which is conscientiousness. A child who, parents who actually know what they are saying. They don't say before they think before they say. They actually have empathy. They feel what other feels. So they don't do things deliberately to hurt the other person. Children grow up in such family that has, parents who have conscientiousness that is very high. You will see that such children goes outside to exhibit same. But those who have it low are the people who even do it before they think. They hurt you without being mindful of what they've done and all. So you can begin to imagine the kind of personality traits parents have. Then the third one is I think I said ocean, so you'll be giving me the letter. The next letter is what? Easy, extraversion. These are people who like being noticed. Anywhere I go, if you don't notice me, even in discussion, they must be heard more. They don't have that attentive listening, what's it called, trait to listen to others before responding and the rest of that. So such parents who have this high extraversion personality trait are just people who like people praising them. So when people begin to praise you, you cannot be a good parent. It's also common with some leaders who like being praised. When you keep praising them, they forget that they are supposed to be doing something better. So they just want to go with the praise, singing and all. So such parents also don't do well. But there are people who have it low. Those who have that extraversion low can actually do well because they love their solitude. They derive strength in their quietness, and they do things and they gain result. The other one is what? A. Agreeableness. That is the problem we are having in the family now. Parents are not agreeing in child upbringing. Mother is saying come, father is saying go. The agreeableness is a problem. But if you have it high, if the both parents have it, you will see that when they say this girl, we must discipline her, they're on the same page. So they discipline this girl accordingly. You came late to the house? What are the reasons? You will give reasons, and both of them will be on the same page to discipline that child. But where there is no agreeableness, there is conflict in the home. And these children now will begin to support the side that is always supporting them. Maybe it's the mother that is supporting her. Can't you see that other girls like her are doing this? They bought car, they are doing this, they are doing that. When the father will say, hey, I'm drawing your ear. Or that the father is the one doing it and the mother is on the other side. So agreeableness, personality trait. That also is another issue. Then the last one is what? Neuroticism. Those who are neurotic, they are very, very unstable in their character. At 1 minute, they are happy. At the next minute, they are hungry. Even when nothing happens. Imagine that child grows up in such a family that the parents, one, is having low neuroticism. Fine. That means the person is at least having self-control in whatever he or she does. But the other person that is high of it, 1 minute, you are just nagging everywhere. You are unstable in your character, and also this is the kind of personality traits our children are being raised. Now that I've stated these 5, now you can imagine where these girls are coming from. The home is a problem. If the parents does not even know the kind of personality traits they are made up of, can they give to their children? No. So
landlords who take monies from girls who do not have a job,
I think they really need to look into that, because initially it was Yahoo. When Yahoo boys will come, like, I'm a landlady, and when you come and you say you want to rent my place, I ask you, are you one? Or are you two? Or you are many? So I'll now say, what do you do? We ask. So if you don't tell me, give me a reasonable answer, I will not give you my apartment to rent, because I don't want to be running up and down. There is a building by my corner. Do you know how many times boys will be flying into my compound and they will run? They will throw their bags. And also one day I have to call them. I said, you all have parents and you've left your parents home to come and be in this one room, this apartment. How many of you quarreling? Sometimes you overhear them quarreling. So landlords should be cautioned. Yes, you need the money, but there are still reasonable people who really want to rent these homes. Give it to them. So that's that part.
So girls who do not have a job, girls who are yet unmarried and under 25, it's not too cool to have them rent houses, except it's in the school setting where they have to rent a home to go to classes. That's where I
wanted to go.
But in society, parents should be able to hold their kids until a reasonable age before they leave home.
Now, some of the children you are seeing, so the parents don't even know what they are doing outside. We've come across a situation where a girl says she's in school, and the father went on looking for her and he couldn't find her. She has gone to rent an apartment somewhere and living her life. So they are so deceitful that the parents don't even know the kind of life the children are living. And when they come in the guise of saying, oh, I'm a student, I want to rent this home so that I can study out of campus and all, the landlords may not even know what these girls are up to. Like for school, it's true that a girl can squat with others. 3, 4, 5 persons can contribute money to pay for, a room so that they live together and school. These are, welcomed way of also managing themselves while schooling. But when we come into town and begin to see all of this, it's quite worrisome. Some will say, no, my dad is a make-up pay, my father no did this time, my mama no did this time. So I came to school and I'm here. They have all kinds of stories to tell. But does landlords have the time to go and investigate all of that? That's also another story, by the way. But the problem now that these girls don't have anything doing and they're living big comes back to society being responsible of what we should do. A problem has been identified. A lot of these girls have probably left, finished the secondary school level of education and were unable to gain admission into the university. So while they are unable to gain admission into the university, they are also not skilled. Our skill acquisition programs should be for this, this setting, this population, this Gen Z that are not in school, should be for them, because within 4, 3, 5 years, some already they have given up because their parents are not going to be able to further their education. So they are just already there. I had a case that I brought in a girl to stay with me and all, who went as far as drinking, IPO. She drank IPO, that her father is not going to be able to train her, But when she came, what was her attitude? That's another story. But however, the point I want to drive at is these girls who are not in secondary school, neither in the university, should be given attention. In fact, all these plenty task force that we're having, these many task force officers we are having, they have so much work to do. Yes, in the evenings they can even go out to stay, because let government now come up with the 8 local government developmental centers. Yes, we must have developmental centers or skill acquisition centers, whatever we call it. We already have the technical schools. Those technical schools are there for the younger ones that are coming up, not for this set of people I'm talking about who have left the secondary school level, because they'll find it so difficult to go and mingle with their junior ones. So we really need to have the developmental centers in all the 8 local government areas, or better still, if we can, decentralize it further, we can say all constituency headquarters. Now, one more point I want to raise is we need counseling center well established in Bayelsa State. Thank God, after 49 years of this profession, we have been given licenses to operate. So we must start with at least state counseling center, well-equipped counseling center, so that those who have emotional problems can access us. We have professors, we have doctorate degree holders, we have them many in the state, but we don't have a rallying point. It is not that the association is really, gathering momentum. We've been there. Like now, as I said, I'm the vice chairperson. Counselors are helpers. They are, in fact, it is a helping profession to help you to think straight and to act, elderly, and live amicably with others. So that's what it is all about. So we have different strategies, we have therapies, we have techniques and all to bring you back to your senses. It is not every problem that is for medication. There are other emotional problems that we are professionals to put you in the right perspective, to change your cognitive domain, to reset your mindset, your brain, so that you think straight, you think healthily, and you live healthily. So